So what's going on, guys? Mr. Dalek JD here, and today we're going to be breaking down the EXO Zombies portion of the Supremacy DLC 3 trailer. If you want to watch the full trailer, it will be linked down below, but in this I'm going to be breaking down the EXO Zombies portion and taking a really in-depth look at everything in case there's something that you guys didn't see in the actual gameplay. So we're going to be breaking this down, slowing it down, doing freeze frames and all that great stuff. So if you enjoy this video, smash that like button. I really appreciate that. Let me know what you're thinking of the EXO Zombies carrier map down below in the comment section, and let's get into the breakdown. So the whole premise around EXO Zombies carrier is that the four are trapped on an Atlas aircraft carrier. Now it's important, this is an Atlas aircraft carrier somewhere in the middle of the sea, and this map features advanced new weaponry, enemy Atlas strike teams, sentinel support squads, and a host of new zombie enemies. So let's start right at the start of this gameplay, and we can see a look at the different rooms that are going to be focusing in throughout the map. And the first one is this armory section. So just like previous EXO Zombies maps, the maps have been split off into different sections with different names. If we continue forward onto here, we can see we have a kind of like a main hub area. We can see a massive cage up towards the top of the room. Not sure there's going to be some sort of kind of like boss zombie in there or something related to the location, seeing as we're out at sea. That could be something where they use to capture fish, or in this case perhaps some sort of zombified versions. But you can also see a infection pad that we can see which you use to cleanse yourself, so that definitely confirms that infected rounds are going to be making a return in this map once again. Now what's cool about this map is it seems that it's a bit like the map Infection, where we have some stuff going on indoors, but we also have some outdoor sections as well. As we can see, we pan to show that we're on this massive carrier with the sea flowing down behind us, and there's quite a few different levels that you can see out here. We've got some like bottom levels, we can see there's like some sort of balcony area up top there where you could get to and perhaps access. Almost looks like some sort of turrets maybe on top there as well. Now the next bit is absolutely huge, and this involves the storyline with our four characters that we've got to know so far in EXO Zombies. Now I'm going to refresh your memory by playing the cutscene you get at the end of EXO Zombies Infection, because in the trailer it continues straight on from that. So let's take a quick recap on what that cutscene was.
Clear, get up here!
I don't like this.
We got the high ground. What's not to like? We're cut off, that's what. Damn it, I told you. This is gonna fucking suck.
What? It's him!
What the fuck, man? What is this?
Sentinel.
Been watching you a long time. Atlas did a real number on your heads, didn't they? It's nothing personal. But one of you has to go.
So there we go, we had this crazy ending where it looks like someone was going to get shot, and in the trailer we see that that was Oz. Oz was shot by this guy. Now we find out later on in the trailer, if you look down in the bottom left at the key cards, we can find out this character is called Lennox. Now we're not exactly sure why exactly Lennox wants to kill Oz. We're not too sure if Oz is even dead, because Lilith says you shot Oz, not necessarily you killed Oz, but the way that Oz was taken out looked like it was like a quick execution to the head, so we're not too sure exactly what happened there. We definitely know Oz is not going to be present physically in the map, as we see a new character in the bottom left, which is this new Lennox character, which is very strange. I'm not too sure why exactly Oz was the one that was picked to die. There isn't really a lot we know about Oz at the moment, but if we look at his biography, we might be able to learn something new. So Oz's biography reads as follows. People saw what they wanted to see in Oz. Some saw a man with a wrench who could fix the faulty cooling system. Others saw a man with a mop who cleaned up coffee spills. If anyone had bothered to look deeper, they might have gotten a glimpse of the true Oz, the one he kept hidden, the one that witnessed hundreds die in combat, a monster that screamed into the face in the mirror. All Oz wanted was a simpler life, to stay off the grid. He even chose a low-rank Atlas job to do it. Surely that would be enough, right? But it seems like that simply wasn't enough for Oz, and he had to be taken out. Now we'll talk more about Oz in a second, but we want to focus on these brand new zombies that we're seeing on screen, which seem to be able to sort of teleport locally. They seem to be able to phase in and out, as you can see, which is very, very crazy. It's going to be interesting to see exactly how we deal with those. And here we can see a brand new trap, which is called Chompy, and apparently, according to the achievements, you can actually ride this thing and perhaps control it to take out loads of zombies, which is going to be crazy. During that shot, we also got to see a close-up of Lennox's character, and we can see the heads-up display there. You can see no longer we have Oz, it's now Lennox. But interestingly, if you look down into the bottom left where the normal keycard is, the kind of keycard level that you had in the first map has been replaced over. It's kind of been taped over with a kind of Sentinel logo with a yellow kind of sticker on it, and that has like a weird code, but then has the name of the person underneath it. So maybe perhaps you're not allowed to be in this sort of area unless you're part of the Sentinel task force, which is kind of crazy. And also on screen, something interesting, this looks like a brand new objective round where it says bomb detected in Med Bay, and I think what this is going to be is objective rounds during normal rounds, kind of like how we had the civilian rounds in Infected. This is going to be rounds where bombs are going to be armed in certain areas of the map, and you have to make your way over to that part of the map and defuse the bomb. Now what is crazy, as whilst you're defusing this bomb, a brand new set of enemies spawn in. They seem to kind of teleport in, and they have guns which can fire at you. Like, normally we don't have zombies which can fire at you. I wouldn't say these are zombies. They seem to be part of some sort of task force, perhaps the Sentinel, I'm not too sure, but you have to disarm these bombs, and that will in effect give you a nice power up that we can see there gave us a security power up. I'm not too sure what will happen if you don't defuse these bombs. I'm guessing it'll be a bit like how if you don't rescue the civilians, you get penalized for that. So I'm not too sure what my thoughts are on that, but there are a few interesting things in this room which I want to point out to you guys. The first one being what I mentioned earlier, saying that we'll get more onto Oz a little later into the video, and in this room here, which I'm assuming is the Med Bay room, we have two different screens which have Oz's face on it. This is obviously very, very strange. This is obviously a targeted attack. Whoever's actually based in here, which is Atlas, they wanted to take Oz down. There was a reason why, and they've had this planned for quite a while, which is very, very strange. And the second one is a brand new perk in the map, which looks like a icon which has a kind of, it looks like a bag to me, and we can see later on in the trailer that the character actually has this on their person, and what I'm guessing it does is it gives you more grenades and it gives you more ammo overall, which is going to be very, very useful. It's almost like as if you're picking up scavenger, but rather than you picking up packs, it just gives you more ammo off the bat from buying the perk straight out, which is pretty awesome. But let's jump straight further into the trailer. We get to see again a brand new zombie coming right up to us, and then we get a brand new drop which is called Explosive Touch, and this kind of makes you like an almost crazy invincible monster zombie slayer. You've got like all these bunch of grenades kind of orbiting around you, and it allows you to just literally run through the zombies like a crazy beefed up American football player and take them all out with a insta kill. So for as long as this drop's active, you can literally ram into zombies and they will just die instantly, which I think is very, very cool. Be a very good, useful drop to have on high round runs where you may be out of ammo. You just find this drop, you pick this up, and you become a machine. Now in the shot of the zombies running up to us, it looks like sharks in the tanks behind them, and there is an achievement linked to jumping over sharks, which is pretty mental. The achievement is to jump over 4 live sharks and carrier, so there's going to be sharks in this map, which is pretty damn awesome. And then we get a look at the brand new weapon in the EXO Zombies carrier, and this is a pretty awesome gun indeed. This is the LZ-52 Limbo, and this gun is a massive rail gun with a massive long laser, and I love the name of this gun because it's kind of playing on words with the game Limbo, where you have to kind of shimmy underneath a pole which gets lower and lower, and that's exactly what's happening with the zombies. They're going to be literally be sliced by this gun, which looks very, very cool indeed. I mean, the weapon in Burger Town Zombies was pretty cool, but it has nothing on the LZ-52 Limbo, which is going to be very, very cool. Interested to see how that works the further we upgrade that. But something interesting as well during this shot is that we can see the character holding some brand new grenades. These grenades look like they have some sort of hourglass design to them, which is very interesting, maybe involving something with time. But one of the achievements says to telefrag 50 enemies in a single match, and maybe that is the effect that these grenades will do, perhaps teleport the zombies out somewhere. I'm not too sure, but that is just my guess. If you guys have any other ideas, let me know what you think the grenades are going to do down below in the comment section. But just before we finish this video, I want to recap you guys with the initial concept art we have at the start of the trailer, which shows off these brand new zombies, but we also have a few which we haven't spoken about or seen gameplay of yet. So on the far left, we look like we have some brand new dogs. These look like a variation of the EMP dogs, but they look like they've got more electric coming out of them and just look more horrifying. So that's something great to look forward to. But then on the far right, something even scarier. In the last map we had the EXO Goliath, which was crazy in itself, but now we have an even beefier version. It's got full armor over its head, and it seems like it has some sort of turret on its back, just like the last one. This is going to be absolutely ridiculous. I wasn't a massive fan of the Goliaths. They were a pain in the ass, and this looks like it's going to be even more of a pain, so it'll be interesting to see how they incorporate that in with each round. But there we go, guys, a lot of enemies to be scared about. It's going to be a really, really great map. I'm really hyped for it. Let me know what you're thinking. If you're excited, smash that like button. I'll be bringing you guys a hell of a load of videos on this on day one. So if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe, as I love bringing you guys gameplays, commentaries, Easter egg guides, all that great stuff. I'm the channel that you want to be subscribing to. I'm really excited for this, guys. Let me know what you're thinking. Drop me some comments. That would be awesome. I made a video talking about the achievements for this map as well, so if you want to get more of an insight, then that'll be linked down below in the description and on screen. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on another video very, very soon.